friends, it's April with Health for Life Cooking, and where I come from during the summer months of July and August, it's triple digits, and when it's that hot, I just don't like to do a whole lot of cooking. So I do a lot of main dish salads, and today I'm going to do my Hoppin salad with kale that's out of my cookbook, Whole Food American Favorites, and I want to show you how to make it. So let's get started. So to start off, I've got 2 cups of finely chopped kale, and this is the curly leaf kale. You can use any kind of kale you want. This is my preference right here. And then I'm going to add some olives to this, and I'm going to chop the olives with my chop wizard, and I'm going to use the small blade for this. And I'm just going to put them on the chopper like so. This is just a great way to chop olives. And I want about 1/2 cup. And then I'm going to add about 5 tablespoons of lime juice, and that is the amount in about 1½ limes. I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, and this is the unseasoned rice vinegar. You got to make sure that there's no sugar in your rice vinegar, just plain rice vinegar. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands, and I've got gloves on here, and we're just going to massage our kale with the olives and the lime juice and vinegar, and that's going to soften up the leaves of the kale and make them really good. And those olives are taking the place of olive oil, which is often used in salads, but I don't use any oil ever. Not even coconut oil, not even olive oil. You want to eat the whole plant to get your fats, whole food fats. Oils damage your endothelial cells, which line the arteries, keeping them healthy and flexible. And when you pour olive oil on your food and eat it, it damages your endothelial cells by decreasing the nitric oxide that's produced in your cells. And if you want to learn more about that, you can check out Dr. Caldwell Esselsyne on YouTube. He's got lots of videos talking about oil and becoming heart attack proof. In fact, most of the plant-based doctors discourage the use of olive oil or any kind of oil, any kind of extracted oils. Again, you want to get your fats from whole foods. All right, and then we'll go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. Then I'm going to slice 4 scallions. And these I picked up at the farmer's market this morning. They smell so fresh and good. And I like to use some of that green part. Don't want to throw too much away. And the onions have those organosulfur compounds that are very powerful against cancer. A study involving 10 European countries showed that people who ate the most onion have the least cancers of all types. And raw onion, of course, is best. I'm going to add some raw garlic to this. Goes in with the salad. And then I need 4 stalks of celery, and I'm just at the end of my celery head, so they're a little bit small. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of frozen corn, and I like to use fresh corn in this, but I will only buy organic corn, and it is July right now, and there's no good organic corn yet. So I'm just going to use some frozen. And this is really good. It's organic and it's really sweet and really good. And then I'm going to add 2 cups of black-eyed peas. This might be a little bit less than 2 cups. And I cook these from scratch. I soak them for 24 hours, put them in my crock pot, and let them cook for 8. And then I store them in these glass Pyrex containers with the lid, and they store really nicely I freeze them. And so I can do a whole batch and then freeze them, and I've got some when I need them. Okay, we'll just stir all of that together. Now this calls for red bell pepper, and unfortunately I don't have any, so we're going to skip that and just add some tomato, which will add a nice red color, of course. And the tomatoes I add are going to be these tomatoes. I don't know what kind they are, but they came out of my garden. They're my first picking, and then this one as well. And I'm going to chop those tomatoes in my chop wizard. add those tomatoes to the salad. It's looking really good. To give the salad a kick, I'm going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper, just a few dashes. And I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of salt and maybe some freshly ground black pepper. Now at this point in the recipe you want to add some rice, and I mistakenly forgot to turn my camera back on when I was doing that, so I'm just going to tell you 2.5 to 3 cups of cooked brown rice. And you could use quinoa, millet, you could even do some cooked wheat berries, but I really like rice in this salad. The heartiness of the rice mixes really well with the heartiness of the celery and the kale and the black-eyed peas. It's just a nice combination. And that's all there is to the recipe. And here you have it, my Hoppin' John salad with kale. Totally delicious and super easy and cool and refreshing for these hot summer months. I hope you'll give this recipe a try. If you do, let me know in the comments section below how you like it. Give me a thumbs up while you're there, and please share it with anybody who would be interested in my recipes. And speaking of my recipes, you can find more of them on my website at healthforlifecooking.com. Until next time, this is April with Health for Life Cooking, wishing you the very best of health for the rest of your